Right, YouTube, happy April. So in order, our pay dues, April sketchbook tour. So starting with this first drawing, I have this otter, which is based on an Asian otter because I went to the zoo this weekend with my good friend who is also an artist that hopefully he does an art vlog too and we collaborate, but until then, enjoy this drawing. Next up, we have another drawing of a little monkey and lots of filler in the background because I wanted to try and fill out the whole page. Kind of looks like a Pokemon, which I feel like my art style relates to Pokemon a lot, and you'll see a lot of Pokemon throughout this vlog. So next up, we have another little monkey and sort of a little bit of a messy drawing, but I'm still proud of it nonetheless. Here we have a tapir in the jungle. Next up, I'm blanking on the name of this animal, but it's like that crocodile, but that's not a crocodile, but has a really long snout. Definitely a fascinating animal. Next up, we have my least favorite drawing of this vlog, but still one I like nonetheless. It's a basic classic Magneto sketch. And next up, we have a Fakemon of this little lightning bolt bug, Firefly. I really like this one, unlike the previous one. Here we have a Pokemon somewhat similar to Houndoom. It's a two-headed dog that's somewhat fiery and evil. We have a creative alien-like Pokemon, which as much as I love Deoxys, I feel like we need a little more alien lore to Pokemon. Although I don't know, Deoxys being the only or few alien Pokemon is kind of fascinating, at least for a while, because now I remember there were more alien Pokemon that came out, so going back, I guess Deoxys was the best option to stay. And here we have this little dog-like Pokemon that I really think is cute. And I said Pokemon, but I think I meant Fakemon. Whatever, fan-made Pokemon, Fakemon, same thing. And this is the same thing for this drawing. I really like it. Here we have another Pokemon that I made off a drawing I saw on Google Images. It's a honey bear-like Pokemon, which is a very fascinating concept. Although I wonder what type of honey Pokemon would be, because you would think bug, but if it's a bear, that kind of wouldn't make sense. Now, would it? And here we have this Pokemon, somewhat similar to Rotom. And finally, we have a break from the fan Pokemon, and here we have a Pokemon trainer character. And next up, we have a somewhat Star Wars-like character. This is a Star Wars alien cast or doing the Mandalorian armor. I don't know what that sentence was, but similar to like the Hutt Jedi, it's like a Hutt Mandalorian is what I probably should have said from the get-go. And next up, we have this sketch of Toothless the Dragon from How to Train Your Dragon, one of my favorite movies of last year. And next up, we have Frostmoth, the ice bug Pokemon, super cool. And finally, we're getting some color. Here we have the Firestarter Fukako. I don't know if I pronounced that right, but I really like this guy. And here we have Glaceon in a Jones Beach sketch style. Next up, we have the Cyclops anime-like character. Next drawing, I draw a bald superhero, shredded, somewhat similar to One Punch Man. Can't remember that character's name because I haven't seen it, but I did base him off this character. Here we have another drawing, somewhat Star Wars meets anime, but this guy's got a cool head tattoo and chest tattoos as well as his one eye being red and his one being blue is somewhat a symbol of the light and the dark side. This next drawing, one of my favorites of this vlog, it's the Fakemon of this little bug, fairy. We have Sobble. This next drawing I absolutely adore. It's a version of Lantern, an albino Lantern, or maybe the shiny rather, I guess you could argue, but point is I really love this Pokemon and this design. I'm just looking at it and sometimes I look at my art and I'm just in awe at how much I love Lantern. And that's similar to this Pokemon here, which is somewhat a dragon bug fighting Pokemon. Triple type. Not really, but you get the point. And here we have the honey fly Pokemon, a mixture of bees meets Pokemon. Bees and insects fused together. And here we have a fire type version of Bulbasaur. Kind of wish shiny Bulbasaur was red, not necessarily a fire type, but I think that's actually a brilliant concept. I don't know why they don't do it. Oh, now I remember why they don't do shiny Pokemon as the episode types. I think it's because for a long time it was just a random algorithm. At least that's what I heard in one video, but who knows. And here we have Gengar, serial killer Pokemon in this one. Next up, we have a fly on the moon. And last but not least, we have my favorite one of this. So this is the Lantern-like Submarine. I really like this Pokemon. It's somewhat similar to the previous albino Lantern, but I love it even more. So happy April. Stay tuned for more art vlogs and more vlogs in general. Until then, goodbye. Sorry, losing my words.